Okay, hello, Talia. Talia, what? My brain is frying. Hi, Mara. Talia's listening in. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm doing
good.
pretty well.
hmm How's practice been going?
Uh, Pretty good, I think.
Good.
Uh, yeah, I feel like I've been making progress with working on Fry.
hmm
Um, I think like I'm able to sustain it for longer when I find it in my morning voice and in my
Good.
super sleepy evening voice. Um, I think otherwise I still sort of have to rely on adducting to find the Fry.
Mm.
But it is getting easier to find, so I feel like I am making progress.
Okay. We'll just keep practicing that. Keep using that morning voice. How long do you
Yeah,
find you're able to keep using Fry? From I guess the start of the day, like from your first point of talking.
a good bit, like at least half an hour, 40 minutes, I feel
Okay.
like before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
even
good.
like if I drink water, go with it for a while, I feel like it's not
hmm
immediately resetting.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
that's really good. That's really good. Um. Okay. Possibly try from there then. Because if we're talking for like half an hour, Fry remaining, in my mind, there's no world where your morning voice is lasting that entire time. Your A significant portion of that is you just continuing it on your own. Um,
yeah,
so it'll be quite an intense practice, but try practicing where like you have that ordinary do mornings exactly how you have been, and then from there have a go at I don't know, like every half an hour or something, do another 5 minutes and see like if you can keep it consistent. And if half an hour is too long, like scale it back or like once you've lost it, that's fine. But the point is, let's see, have a little back gap, and then can we come back to it still, um, and use that so we can start making this easier and easier. That makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
cool.
sense. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, what are we working on in today's lesson then? Because obviously we're going a lot of different directions with your voice and your learning. So yeah, what are you looking for today? Or I can give you some options if you want.
Uh, yeah. What could we do? I guess. What are the options?
Yeah. So we were looking before at some of the common things between all of your goals, whether they are masc, androgynous, and femme. Um, we could continue along those lines, or we could look towards developing some more of a gender specific stuff, developing the mask voice a bit more if you're wanting to, um, in whatever component. So, like, how confident are we with weight? Is that something you feel you want to work on? How confident are we on size? Is that something you want to work on? How comfortable are you in mask voice in general? Is that something you want to work on? Yeah, so I'm generally suggesting either gendered components or the specifics of the goals that you're looking for. What do you think? Any is fine. So
Uh, I feel like I'm able to work on the gender stuff fairly well myself. So I guess
okay,
the more of the stylistic things, I guess, would be nice to focus on.
yeah, sure. Okie dokie then. Um, let's have a go with. Oh yeah, I can't do that, can I? Excuse me. How about we play with some of the stuff we were working on before, where we're doing a fun little role play of you having a character that would bring out that style of speaking, where we had that sort of that what was the character you sent me, the doctor character? Um, Reminded me of House, but with the cockiness working because he's hot. What was he called? What's his name?
Patrick Jane, I think it was.
Patrick. What was her
You're
surname?
thinking of? Jane.
Jane. The Patrick Jane character. So we're looking at bringing some of that into, like, basically playing a Patrick Jane character, bringing some of that into your voice. How's that gone in practice so far? And how do you feel
I
about
feel like
working with it? Sorry, go on.
I feel like I can kind of do the general vibe, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
sort of hopping around a lot trying to figure out like where I want to take it, I guess.
Okay, sure.
Cause yeah, like I feel like I haven't exactly found where I want to settle with it. I'm just jumping around a lot
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
with yeah.
Okay. Boo. I'll think for a second. Yeah, I'm essentially trying to decide what, where, where are we taking you at the moment. Exploration stuff is mainly something that I would suggest doing yourself. Like, there's not because I can't. You have to direct that. I can't tell you what it is that you want.
Mhm.
I can only
Yeah.
compare to things that you send me. Um, yeah, I think a lot of it. Okay, here's what we'll do. In fact, here's exactly what we'll do. Boo. Okay. All right, give me a sec to load some stuff up that we can use as resources for a little practice. What we'll do is we'll have a little practice run. How do you feel about doing a practice run in a masculized voice? We'll go full Patrick Jane.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Okie dokie. Just generating our script. Okay. Apparently, these are character, or apparently Rigsby is another character. I'm sure that means something to you. Doesn't mean anything to me. All right. Here's the script let's come
Yeah.
up with.
Okay.
Okay, so we are playing that character. We're looking to bring out that sort of like kind of cocky, confident kind of thing that he's got going on. A little bit of a suave that he's got going on for sort of like, I'm like good at my job and I know I am, and I'm going to be a bit cocky about it. But in a kind of suave way that he does. Similar to what we were going for last time. We'll go for it. Being as this is your mask goal, we'll do it in our mask adjusted voice or masculized voice. Yeah, any questions?
How far in the mask direction should I be going, I guess?
Up to you. How far are you wanting to go? In line with your goals, or a little bit further if you want to go a little bit further to make sure you're good on it.
I feel like maybe kind of around here feels fine.
Sure.
But that's not very. Oh, I'm not sure actually. Might be another thing I have to play around with a little more. But
Okay then.
yeah,
Okay, so
where
what I'm
I
mainly
guess
noticing there is we could get significantly larger if we were wanting to um, musculize it more. We could probably also get a bit heavier as well. If you were wanting
yeah,
to be more in line with Patrick's voice. Obviously, that's dependent on your goals, though. If I compare
yeah.
to
I
a lot of
guess I
the
should
goals
probably
and stuff.
just aim for yeah. I should
Sure.
probably just aim for Patrick's voice, and then I can figure out how I want to adjust from there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So I would recommend to help you keep things nice and consistent, if you will do a layered drill to get you set up for a muscularized voice. So bring me a the order doesn't particularly matter, but bring me a big cheese, little cheese, or if you're more used to big dog, little dog, that's fine. Give me a size drill, give me the weight drill, the pitch hill. Oh, sorry, it'd be the pitch trough, wouldn't it? Back to back into speech. Order those, whichever is your preference.
Okay, yeah.
All right, when you're ready.
Okay.
Oh wait, yeah. Sorry. Pause. We haven't warmed up.
Oh,
My bad. My bad entirely. Thank you for reminding me. We'll do some more first, and then we'll do that. Okay. You can tell I haven't
okay,
slept well.
yeah.
All right, let's go. Sorry. dice.
Okay, I think that might be a little out of my pitch range, but let me try it.
Give it a go. Okay.
Yeah, I think I just hit the
Having
edge
some
there.
struggle there. Yeah. Okay, we'll call that max pitch range then. So we'll go up to that for a pitch siren. Excuse me.
Mhm.
Okay, and then the same thing at the bottom. Good. Okie dokie. So we'll go through our little script. You're gonna play the Patrick Jane character, and I'll play this Rigsby. There you go, Rigsby person.
Mhm.
And we'll have a little look you through. Oh, he's a detective, not a doctor. I've totally misread those clips before. Okay, that's fine. All right.
I'm seeing the vibe.
Yeah. All right, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Remember to drill first to get your muscularized voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Rigsby, you're staring at that file like it's going to confess. That is so weird. Oh, I don't do my mask voice enough.
Do you need a minute to get yourself set in? I think all you're needing is a little bit of
I
extra
feel
weight.
like I'm, more weight. But yeah, I feel like I'm very hollow, I guess.
You've lost a bit of size here as well
Oh, great. Okay.
as you're going through. That's okay. Try again. We might do some specific work on those.
All
if we
right.
need to.
Maybe somewhere around here. Oh, I've lost size again.
Yeah, well done. Well
Uh,
noticed.
Okay. Uh, I'm gonna try keep it around here.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, you get a
okay.
little bit larger, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's up to you, of course, as well.
Um, okay, I can try that, yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
right. Whenever you feel you lose any of that, just redraw and carry on. Okay. Whenever
Yeah.
you're ready. I'll try to point out as well.
Okay. Yeah. You know, Rigsby, you're staring at the file like it's going to confess. I
Just
lost size.
trying to make sense of the timeline. Victim leaves. There. Sorry, I'm struggling. Victim leaves work at 9. Body's found at midnight. Doesn't add up.
It adds up perfectly. You're just asking the
size
wrong
in.
question.
Give that size in.
Oh,
Can I hear your size drill?
yeah,
Real quick.
okay. It might be more audible if I do the big pull little part to me.
Sure.
Where is my mic again? I
That's
think
a
it
good
should be
question.
here. Okay.
I was
think it
about
should be
what I was
here.
checking if it was just that I couldn't hear it or if it was an issue of a draw form, but it checks out that with your mic we'd probably struggle to hear it a little bit.
Yeah. 1, 5.
Okay,
I
okay,
hope I
that's a bit
can
better.
do it.
We'll stick with that for now.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Um,
So both drills into your next line, which would be leans over desk, blah blah blah.
okay. Um, it adds up perfectly. It adds up perfectly. You're just asking the wrong question. Oh, size
Okay,
again. Okay.
well noticed. Okay, what's the right one then?
Not when she died, but who wanted her to disappear for exactly 3 hours?
That's not in the file.
Ah, of course it isn't. Files are for facts. People are for truth. Speaking of people,
Careful about size.
hmm, speaking of people, when are you going to ask Grace to dinner again?
What? How do you?
You're wearing that cologne you only use when you're nervous, which means you're. Hmm, which means you're trying to impress someone. And since Joe doesn't care about your scent, that leaves Grace.
You're impossible. You know that.
Hmm. Yes, but useful. I'm gonna have to practice the
Yeah.
size more, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think now that we've had a little
Uh,
listen through, I think practicing some masculization stuff would probably be a good idea. How does that sound to you?
yeah, I don't mind focusing on that for the lesson.
Yeah. All
I
right.
probably have been neglecting it a little.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, then we'll do some big paw, little paw to start with. We might also do a little bit of OPE stuff. We'll have a little play with stuff.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Okay, all right. Can I have another listen to your big paw, little paw, please? And you can just go into telling me just a quick little what have you been up to since last lesson? So I can have a little lesson.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, could you hear me before when I leaned into the mic
Just
when I was
about. The
trying to
paws
talk?
are quite hard to hear. So I'm mainly going off of a phonation test to see how that's sounding. We'll have to just kind of
Okay.
work from there. Um,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Uh, I think that yeah, it's actually been a pretty eventful week for me. Um, I, I keep feeling it's slipping up. Oh no.
yeah,
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
heard
have to
that as
look
well.
back in
Okay,
that
I'm really
refill
glad you
and go
noticed
what
that.
happened.
I wasn't going to point it out.
Yeah.
I was going to let you carry on, but yes, on the eye we had a big increase of size there. Sorry, decrease of size. Used to teach
Yeah.
the feminizers. So let's have a little play with eye itself. So give me a big eye, little eye. Sorry, little eye, big eye. I'll go from there. Listen,
Okay.
like eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Um, right. And now I just keep talking with it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell me, yeah, keep telling me what you've been up to.
Okay. I think.
Starting to lose it.
Uh,
Don't.
no. Okay.
It's okay.
The
So
moment
what's
I
happening
lose
there is
focus
just
on.
where we have that little pause, you then start to lose it, which is super, super normal. So it's typically
Yeah.
the places we should expect it are going to be A, when we have a little, like, when you stop for a moment and you're waiting for me to say something, and B, when you're trying to think about, like, what you're saying next, whether it's like, I run out of things to say, or like figuring out how you're structuring your next sentence, or like one of those thinking moments. That's where we're expecting
Yeah.
a reset. So yeah, if it happens, that's okay. Just carry on. Just like reset and carry on. No worries, Talia. Catch you later.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
All right.
Oh, one, two, three, four, five. Okay.
Watch. Make sure those
So
phonation
I
ticks, by the
think
way. I'm looking for the phonation to come in halfway through. So we're looking for it to be like, yeah.
okay. Okay. Yeah. So I think the one of the two things that's been taking up a lot of my focus for the last week uh, is we organize an annual we organize like an annual fundraising kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a walkathon, and it's normally pretty big.
Little bit of it.
Yeah. Um, it's like it gets like steadily over 1,000 people. I think last year it was like 1,400-ish. So it takes
Cool.
a lot of time to organize. Uh,
Well noticed.
okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So it takes a lot of time to organize. So the next one probably isn't going to be until like early next year. But we've like already started the organizing process and like training the new and like training the new organizing team and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Because a lot of the people who come, because it's a volunteering thing,
Mm-hmm.
tend to be like young people looking for
I can see that.
experience or just like oh, okay. Um, a lot of the people tend to be young people looking for experience or just like uh, trying to contribute to something that they find meaningful. So there's a lot that they have to learn.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, so that's been taking up a lot of my time, I think, this past week. Uh,
Cool. Okay, a little thing I'm going to try with you. Just because we do have a difficulty of not hearing your whispers. So, because part of me is suspecting you could be going larger, but it's hard for me to know exactly where the issue lays there because I'm not hearing the setup to larger. Like, do I need you to be going to a larger whisper? Are we having a shrinking as we go into a phonation test? It's hard to say.
yeah.
So, what we'll try doing is we're going to go for some size stuff, intonation. So we're kind of not using whispers for this one. Now this is trickier, but as someone who's practiced size a little bit and has got some of it down pretty well, you may have an easier time with it.
I think we've done this actually before,
Are we?
like
Oh, cool.
the slide thing on the vowel.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going for
yeah,
something
I
very
think we've
similar.
done that before.
Okay, that might have been my previous solution to microphone issues. Okay, what we're gonna do, slightly different. We're gonna pick a note. What's an easy note for you, in your experience, or I can just pick one for you.
Around E3 should be good.
E3. That is low.
Yeah,
Um,
is that low enough for
yeah,
this?
yeah, no, that's plenty low enough.
Alright.
Just finding it myself. Okay, all right. Take a moment to find the note.
Oh, I went higher. Oh no.
Good,
Okay, I
good.
think I have it.
Okay, so a goal for this one is we're literally just going to go normal, If with feminization, how have you found with getting smaller? Is that something you can
I don't think that's really been an issue for me.
Okay. So in that case, if that's for easy one first, we'll go normal, normal with an E3, small with an E3, back to normal, to large. Okay. So the idea is the initial is just to set yourself up with a note, and then we start doing some moving and go through our spectrum in like steps. So obviously, the step, if the easiest one is going small, then going small to normal is something you can do, no problem. And then going from normal to larger is just doing the same thing again. It's also useful to think in terms of characters when you're doing this. So small can be, my brain always immediately goes to mouse. Like if I think of a small character, if I think of this kind of a voice, the immediate like archetype to me is mouse or like small child maybe, but you could think of it as whatever that canonically sounds like to you. And then if I go to like my unmodified voice, if I can, unmodified voice, then that's just my like unmodified. And then from there we have like a big booming voice. I would typically think of this as a giant voice or like a big bear. Again, insert whatever character this sounds most like to you or like type of character. But yeah. It can be helpful to have those character voices in mind to help you like know where you're going with this. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're just going to give me a note at each of them. All right? Any questions?
Okay, so sorry, I'm not sliding between
sliding,
them, I'm
stepping.
just going note.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
So like,
That makes sense.
where's my unmodified? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was sorry.
I went higher there.
Yeah. Watch out for that.
Yeah. I'm still going higher. How? Where did I? I'm taking that to like G2. Okay.
There you go.
I think I'm starting a little higher on that.
I think we get a little bit higher pitch for the smaller. Being as small isn't what we're working on right now,
Yeah.
and that seems to be where we seem to be getting some pitch issues. Don't even worry about it. We'll just go from where you are now to larger, okay? And just a big old step. And I'm looking for this to get as large as you can go. Like see how extreme you can go on that, and then back and forth between norm and largest. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can we get larger still? I feel like I'm. Oh, once more. Thought so. Okay. Better. Do you know what I was about to say?
No.
Okay, because you just happened to adjust it as soon as I was about to suggest adjusting it. Let's keep that file consistent for it to make sure we're not changing too much oral size, because I feel like I'm hearing a lot of oral size change. Let's try using the word pot to help you stay consistent. It's a similar idea to the slidey one.
Okay. Pot.
Much better. Again.
pot, 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 pot.
Okay, can we now try the word cat, please?
Cat, 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 cat. Cat, 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 cat.
Struggled on that one. Try again. Didn't get as many.
Yeah, if I don't. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. Cat, 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 cat. Cat, 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 cat.
How does a giant sound when they say cat?
Cat, 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 cat. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Cat. Cat, cat, cat.
Better. Way, way better. Okay,
Okay.
back to norm. Give me a couple of back and forths.
Cat, cat, cat. Cat, 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 cat.
And back to norm again.
Cat, cat, cat.
Back to big, big giant.
Cat, cat,
Bigger giant.
cat, 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 cat.
Cat, cat,
Oh.
cat, cat.
Cat, 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 cat.
Okay, that's sounding pretty good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we'll go for our normal cat to giant cat. And then in giant cat, tell me about, tell me more about the volunteering thing you've been running, if there is more to tell. It sounds incredibly stressful.
Okay. Cat, cat. Cat, cat, cat. Okay. This should be good, I think. Right. So, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this early part of everything. Like a lot of the setup. I think what I really enjoy is like
Get bigger.
the
Think giant.
I
So as
think
soon
what
as I said
I-
giant for the last
yeah.
one, you immediately got like way bigger. So think giant voice. Just
Okay,
don't even worry about
I
like
think
size as
yeah.
size. Think of size as like literally if you were a big fucking booming giant like BFG or whatever. Well, no, BFG's for small giant. One of the giants that isn't BFG. Jack and the Beanstalk giant. Because it's the same thing when we're thinking
Sure.
size. Like we hit people intuitively hear size. Like if I tap my ukulele and I tap my guitar, you'll know which is which without like seeing it. And like even if I hadn't ever explained to you size, you'd know which one was bigger, because we just have this intuitive like idea of this. Hence, when voice actors voice a giant, even though there's no such thing as a giant, we don't know what a giant's voice is. There is no canonical giant's voice; they don't exist. But we all know what it sounds like, because we have this intuitive understanding of what a giant sounds like. Or like if we, I don't know if there is a mythical creature, but like a tiny like finger-sized person, we know exactly how we would voice that, and it would be really freaking small. You hear that when if you ever hear like a fly or something voice acted, they always have tiny voices.
Yeah.
Because we have this intuitive, so we can use that intuition to like help guide us a little bit when we're going for this more drollless version. Okay. So think
Okay.
big giant from whatever fairy tale. Oh, it doesn't have to be giant, like bear or whatever is most intuitive to you.
Yeah, I think I might have also added in a little bit of weight when I was doing that. Is that okay
think
to do? Should I avoid?
For now, I'm gonna say I don't mind either way. I'm not going to be looking for it, so like I'm not gonna tell you if you get lighter because we're just gonna be focusing on size. So all I'm worried about right now is size. We'll do weight later. Just make sure you've got the skill down.
Okay. Cat, 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 cat. Cat,
cat, cat, cat. Maybe a little more. Cat, cat, cat. Okay. We're gonna try staying around here. Uh, okay. Yeah, I much prefer the parts like closer to the event when it's a lot more of the actual getting everything in order and preparing, like planning for the event day and stuff. And the event day itself is
Mhm.
very long and very stressful, but I think it's very rewarding to see everything come together like that. Uh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Right now, I think it's a lot more of just uh, getting donors and like
What
getting everyone
size?
ready to.
Was like a little bit there where you said donors.
Okay. Cat, cat.
Cut, cut, cut,
Good, good. That's really
cut,
good.
cut. Okay. Yeah. A lot of like getting donors and like general because it's a completely non-profit thing. Uh, and all the money comes from like sponsors and just the ticket sales and all of that.
Nice.
Um, so yeah, there's a lot of like the fundraising aspect.
Hmm.
I think it's important, but it's not my favorite part of the of the process.
Cool.
Um,
All right,
yeah.
I'll pause you there. It was a little flutter and
Mhm.
important, but you fixed it immediately, so I didn't call you out on it. That was sounding a lot better, a lot larger, and a lot more consistent. Um, so we're running near the end, but we'll go a little bit. Let's layer on some weight on top of that. So size draw first, and then we'll do weight.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
I'm doing the same drill, right?
Yeah. So
The
big giant voice,
steps. Okay.
and then we'll do the dipping into. Excuse me. Dipping into grave to find that heavy sound.
Yeah. Okay. Cat, cat, cat. That seems higher. Cat, cat. Okay. Cat, cat,
Uh,
cat,
is that a thing?
cat. That seems low. Yeah. Cat, cat.
Cat,
Um,
cat, There we
around
go.
here should be good, I think. Yeah. Cat,
Yeah, that's fine.
cat, cat. Okay. Cat, cat.
Cut, 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 cut. Okay.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. Uh,
Good.
all right.
Oh, I didn't give
So
you a topic. Sorry. Carry
I
on with your thing.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can probably come up with something else to talk about. Um.
Um,
Yeah.
and what's it like finding
We
donors?
have.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah. Uh. It's kind of just like a thing of like we have uh a system where we uh like sponsors get like benefits depending on the
Starting to
value.
shrink a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I am. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, cat, cat.
Good, good, good. Okay, yeah. Um, so it's kind of like a process of just approaching companies or like sometimes it's just like cash and like companies who would be able to give cash for like the scholarship fund or like for things we might need for the event. Um, Sometimes we like specifically will look for like we need water for the participants.
Hmm.
So we will approach like a water company and see if they're willing to sponsor uh, some hmm,
Well
some
noticed.
amount of water for the event day, or something like that. And then it's kind of just like, a thing of approaching them, convincing them, because it has to be. Most people won't. Oh,
What do you know what it was that happened
uh,
there
uh,
and
Um,
why?
it felt like I lost size.
I
Um,
had a loss of weight. And do you know why you had a loss of weight? It was a very,
mm,
on for most people,
oh,
was a little clue there.
okay. Most people. Oh, because I went high.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I.
Yeah.
That's a habitual thing, right? Okay.
You essentially did like a
Most people.
mini
Yeah, I must have gone.
removal of weight roll. Da, da, da. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, just watch out for that. Upward
Yeah,
inflections
yeah,
are like a really
yeah.
easy trap.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Cat. Cat. Cat.
good, good, good,
Very good try.
Okay. Yeah.
Really nice.
I think we're good here.
Really, really good, yeah.
Okay. Um. All right. Most people aren't like willing to just give out of the good of their hearts,
Hmm.
as you would imagine. Uh, uh, God, God, God. Okay. Yeah. Most people like just aren't willing to like, just give like that with the promise that like it'll be used for something good. Uh, so it's like we kind of try to make it mutually beneficial in a way, where
Hmm.
like they are getting uh, like advertising benefits, or
Slowly starting to lose a bit of
just like
both.
they get to.
Oh, it's always in the. It's always on the upward inflections. It's such a
Hmm.
habit.
Hmm. That's okay. It just takes
Okay.
practice. Just takes
Yeah.
practice. One thing I'm noticing is as you lose stuff, and it throws me off a little bit sometimes. You never just lose weight or just lose size. You lose a bit of both each time. Um, so uh, that's something to notice because it will make it harder for you to notice it sometimes. Because when you have somebody just losing one, it's extra obvious because
Yeah.
you're going to have a fullness movement as well. Like if I move just
Yeah.
my size, I'm going to end up sounding more like this. Sorry, if I move just my weight, I'm going to end up sounding more like this, which is really obvious because it sounds weird. Or if I'm just moving my
Yeah.
size, again, it sounds weird. It's a weird voice. But when we start moving
Mhm.
like both of them at the same time, it can be harder to notice the exact moment when something is like changing in between the two. Um, so just like watch out for that because it might trip you up a little bit, especially because, excuse me, as you are or when you are losing them together, it's a small amount at a time. Like it's a slow return, um, which is going to make it extra tricky.
Yeah.
Just to check, you're not one of our batch maskers or whatever the sing term was for that, are you?
I think I used to do that, but I think
That
that
makes
I am
sense.
out of the habit.
Hmm.
I
It
hope.
would make sense if that was how you initially learned, because that means that that would be the direction I would expect it to go. Like if you went that
Yeah.
way, then I'd expect you to go that way when things start dropping. So it makes sense for you to start off as a batcher. That's okay, though. Don't worry about it. Yeah, carry on as we are. We're getting the drills are really nice. I think we could get a little bit lower on the pitch trough. However, your results are pretty good from it, so I'm not really too concerned. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can try taking that lower and see. I'm not
Generally,
sure
I
how
would
low I
say
was
try
going,
to
but I
get
can try
somewhere near the
that. Yeah.
bottom because it's a pretty easy guarantee. Um,
Yeah.
all right, whenever you're
Okay.
ready.
I might need a topic change actually. I
Oh yes,
probably can't talk
yeah,
too
yeah.
much
Sorry.
more about this.
boo- 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 boo. We're running towards the end anyway. Why don't you tell me about favorite TV show?
Okay.
We've probably
Yeah,
done it
sure.
before, but I've forgotten. So
Is that? Yeah, okay. Cat, cat, cat.
Cut, 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 cut.
nice.
Okay, yeah, that was around E2, I think I took it to. Okay. Oh, and I immediately lost all of it the moment I got distracted.
Yep.
I got distracted
Super
with the
common.
pitch.
Super common. Super common.
Okay.
Okay.
Cat, cat, cat. Cut, 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 cut. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I feel like I have a hard time picking one. My tastes are kind of all over the place.
Or
But
pick
it. Okay, I think it would be very thematic to maybe talk about the the show that Patrick Jane is from.
Losing
Sure.
size again. Cat, 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 cat.
Cut, cut, cut. Okay. Yeah.
Good.
So it's an old like I'm gonna say old and I'm gonna
Start to
offend
size.
everyone older than me.
Okay.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Cut, 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 cut. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say old, and I'm going to offend everyone older than me because it's like maybe like 2010 or something. Like that is not
That
actually
counts as
that
old now, I
old.
think.
Yeah, I was a baby back then, so
Size.
Wow.
No.
That's bizarre to hear.
cut, 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 cut. Okay, yeah, so it's a show called The Mentalist, and it's Patrick Jane is like he's like kind of a Sherlock Holmes kind of character, where he's kind of like Sherlock Holmes kind of character, and he like basically solves a lot of crimes, and he's like super smart, and it's kind of like
Losing size
making
again.
connections out of nowhere and stuff.
One thing we'll try, because I notice it's generally as when you go higher pitch, that's when we run into some issues. So we've got a couple more minutes left before Angelic's lesson. Let's try intentionally going for a higher speaking pitch. This is obviously doesn't mean you have to be normally there, just for the sake of helping you remove this like small little conflation that we've got going on. Again, I don't think it's a strong conflation, so just to give you some practice at those higher pitches. We'll go for, say, a G3. So,
Okay. And then we're going to be trying to talk over here where we have our higher pitch, and we're generally just going to be trying to aim for maintaining this higher pitch as we are like around here and stuff.
that's me trying to maintain my largest size as well. You don't have to be your largest size, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm kind of trying to. I feel like I'm not getting as
See if we can get
large
extra
as I
bit of
was
weight.
before.
We're getting reasonably
Okay.
large. We could be a bit larger, or we were larger before. Weight is a big one I'm noticing there.
Okay. Uh,
Okay, oh, I immediately dropped pitch too.
That's okay. That's okay. Just find your pitch from there. If
uh,
you get to the end of the drills and you're not at the right pitch, that's fine. Try to just keep that as you move pitch.
okay.
Okay. All right, we'll go one more.
Okay, and I guess I'll try climbing from here, going a little higher, keeping the weight as stable as I can. I feel like I'm losing a little bit of size, maybe, but
It's not too bad.
I'm just gonna try correcting that. Okay, going a little higher.
That's
I
lost some
feel like
size.
there's definitely less weight here. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh,
Less
there
of
was
both.
size.
I heard less of
Less of,
both.
okay.
But definitely was a lot less weight as well.
Yeah,
Okay. Let's wrap up here.
I
I
can
think,
practice this now.
yeah, I think you should practice being in higher pitches. I think what's happening there is you are losing some of your weight because it is harder to maintain that while going to a slightly higher pitch. But I would expect you to be able to get to a G3. So practice trying to allow yourself to go to those switches. There's a variety of ways you can do that. You can try just talking at a higher average pitch. You can try, it might be a little intuitive to do because we've been using pitch slides so far and all of your learning of pitch slides have been using them in conjunction of weight. But you can try doing, just sliding your pitch up and down or like doing like a softy type thing while maintaining a heavier weight. So like,
okay, so if we're like over here,
trying to maintain that heavier sound the whole way. I think essentially what happens is as you're losing the heaviness, because you have some little bit of batch masking from the past, I think when you lose some weight, you lose some size. And I think when you lose some size, you lose some weight. So whenever you lose something, you then, the other thing moves with it. Which is like why you seem to have that fullness being maintained throughout it. So yeah, I don't think there is a size conflation with pitch. I think there is a weight issue, and the weight issue is causing the size issue. If that makes sense.
Right.
That's obviously just my
that makes
suspicion,
sense.
but yeah. Given that that's a thing, we'll leave it for later. I'm considering, do we separate size and weight a little bit more to have you having those as more independent? But when you are doing them intentionally in isolation, they're fine. So we'll see it for a future thing. I think what also might be useful is it seems like when you drill both, the sound you come out with immediately afterwards is, in my opinion, obviously it depends on where your goals are, but sounding pretty good. I think it could get an extra little smidgen to get to closer to where you're looking for. However, not yet. I would say we'd probably want a little bit of extra consistency so that it's easier for you to be there, and then we can have a little play and like tweak.
Yeah.
So like you're getting to a size where I would be thinking that to get to exactly where you're wanting, it would be more of a tweaking thing to find like what that spot is. And before we can do tweaking, it needs to be easy. So we're able to make micro adjustments. So what might be a good idea for you is to just is to use the masculized voice more if you'd like to.
Yeah.
If you'd like, we could have a go with in lessons until we feel that it is easy for you to do. We could just masculize all the time if you want to. Obviously, giving you as much the word has left me, but ability to choose as you want with this. But if there are like environments in normal life where you feel like, fuck it, let's just mask it up, it might help you to keep that as to help you get that as a more easy to use thing. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nice. Okay. Any questions?
No, I think I am following with everything.
Yep. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you for coming to your lesson today. Questions from anybody in the chats? Let me know while we switch Mara and Angelic because we have back-to-back lessons today. All right. Hop
Yeah,
yourself up,
thank you for
Angelic.
the lesson.
Yeah. No worries. No worries. All right. Catch you next time. Week time, yeah. Usual thing.
Yes,
Yep. Sounds good.
this time should be good.
Cool. Cool. All right, event. All right. I'll throw you back down to the audience, Mara. Oh, she's done it herself. Checking the YouTube chat. If it helps for you personally, you found that getting kind of near like a valley girl kind of gives you like that nasally feel in your nose. I try to avoid things like that because I don't want people conflating like intonation patterns and accents and stuff with my brain is so failing today with any of the things that we're doing in terms of like gendered stuff. Not sure about the nasally feel in your nose you're looking for, or that you're pointing at there, Magica Girl. Nothing in terms of like masculization or feminization should be, is anything to do with nasality per se. You might find that in your case, when you increase weight, maybe even when you decrease weight, that's giving you a nasally feel in your nose. Some people get that, some people don't. It's kind of, physical feelings, especially vibrations. Vibrations are something that are very like unique to the person. So like some people will vibrate with some things and some people vibrate with other things. And so like in theory, there's a something there, but because everybody's different, there's no way to teach it. Because like the same sound will cause different vibrations in different people. Because like we're all different shapes and sizes and vibrate differently, I guess. I still haven't found the key to get the breathiness out of the voice. What's the key to getting breathiness for MTF? Breathiness again, separate thing. That makes me think. Have we been learning from Seattle Voice Lab? Because that's a thing that they teach that, in my opinion, is trash. Generally, if you're not wanting to play with your breathiness, either adding or removing, we need to look at it in isolation. So can we just make, on its own, just a breathy sound? So nothing else changing, just your ordinary voice. Add a whole bunch of breathiness to it. Listen to the sound of my voice as I'm creating breathiness. You can hear all of that air. You can hear the breath in my voice. That's what you're looking to recreate. Like literally try to like run out of air in a sentence. Like give me a short sentence and run out of air by the end of it. Because if you're running out of air super quickly, that's a pretty good tell. You're super breathy. Because all that air is just exiting. Then have a play with taking that away again and get rid of all of that breathiness. And then back and forth, breathy on, breathy off, until you start developing some control of it, until you can get it consistent. And yeah, just practice from there. And then it's, if you want to be breathy, you can be breathy. You want to not be breathy, you can not be breathy. And you can like decide how breathy you want to be as well. Because obviously most people aren't like maximally breathy. Yeah, hope that helps, Magica Girl. If you stick around to after Angelic's lesson, I'll spend some more time discussing that stuff if you want. Okay, Angelic, how you doing? Sorry, we're running a little bit late today.
Hello, that's okay. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Very underslept. This entire week, I still haven't gotten an 8-hour sleep. It is horrendous.
Oh, yeah, I'm
okay.
I'm running down sleep tonight as well. I went to bed like midnight, and then my mum woke me up about 5:30.
Oh my god, you got less
When
than I
she
did.
could have woke me up before she left for work at 7:30.
Yeah, I got 5
don't
hours
know.
sleep on Sunday night, so going to Monday. And then Monday night, I got like 7-ish, just under 7. And then last night, I got like, I don't know, woke up at 6, woke up just before 6, went to sleep at like 10:15, so whatever number that is. A little bit less than 8, like 7.5, I think. Stuff like that. Anyway, whatever. No, is that less than that? I don't know. How's
I
practice
don't
been
know
going?
either.
I can't maths right
Um,
now. Somebody in chat can tell me how much I slept.
Well, really annoying, but not because of actual training. Because 2 people have been on holiday at work.
Yeah.
I've been basically working full time, so
Oh shit. Okay, yeah.
I have
understandable.
had like not really any time. But when I have, I've obviously tried to, and it's a shame because I actually was really looking forward to training a lot recently. But yeah,
Okay, that's valid. When so your work schedule right now, excuse me, if you don't mind me asking, what's it looking like? Just so I can give realistic homework.
so I do 12.5-hour shifts. I
Jesus
do
Christ.
10 till like 10:30. So
Okay, that's pretty fucking intense, Jesus Christ. And I assume it's not reasonable, or it's not going to be viable to do practice during any of that. Is that right?
no, not really.
Yeah,
I'm
totally fine.
too busy. There is a couple of times because whereas like quiet, and sometimes I go into the walk-in fridge, and sometimes I do a little practice, but otherwise no.
No, I get it.
Unfortunately not.
You're in a place of a lot of other people. I've done washing up in a kitchen, and it's the fact that you have any quiet moments is a shock to me. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, try to at least get in something on the morning.
Yeah, I do
If
try
you
to.
can. Yeah. So every morning we could do because 10:30 till 10:30. Wake up till 10:30. I assume that you can find 5 minutes every day there. Try to do it while you're doing something else, so that like it's not actually taking up any time.
Okay.
Do you do anything after you get home from work, or is it just straight to bed?
Well, because my mum's partner goes to work wakes up for work at like 4 in the morning. He's normally in bed
Wow,
by 8.
okay.
So when I get home, I have to be quite quiet.
Yeah.
But I can definitely fit in the morning because I have to. The way my buses work, I have to catch like a really early one, so I have to wait around for like an hour.
Yeah.
So I can definitely.
Okay. Sounds like right now it's just a very difficult time of practice, which entirely valid.
It's just a bit awkward, yeah. But I'm
yeah,
starting
yeah,
college again in September, so
Okay.
that should
So
give
we
me a
don't
bit more
have long
time.
anyway. Of dealing with like an actual situation. So it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's a situation like this, like valid, I get it. So in that case, try to practice every morning. Because that's going to be really important because it's all you've got right now. And try to make that as easy as possible for yourself. So just when you would already be doing something else and you can just be practicing at the same time. All right, let's do a warm up and we'll go from there.
Start that one again.
Okay, take your time. Good.
Oh my god, I lost it. Hang
Okay,
on.
take your time with it. Try with cheeks if that's.
Oh.
Okay,
Hang on.
have a little. Slow yourself down. Have a little play of it.
Yeah.
This is too early to be having issues in a lip troll.
Yeah.
Because all the ones you've done so far have gone past this point. So,
Yeah.
the fingers on your cheeks might help as well.
Yeah.
Sounds
I've
like
been
you're
doing
going in
that.
just too much force too fast. So try to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay. Could you check your sorry about those dings you probably just got, YouTube. Could you check your sound settings real quick? Because we're losing a couple of sounds.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's usual stuff. In fact, while you do that, I'm going to pop to the toilet real quick. I'll be right back, everybody. So I haven't done your back-to-back lessons. Can't go pee. Okay, I'm going to do something, and I'm just going to check YouTube and Discord. I should be able to do this one thing, and neither of you can hear me. We're going to test it real quick.
No, I can't hear you. No, I can't.
Okay. I swear, I have like the tiniest bladder in the world. I can go like
That was
about
very
70
quick.
minutes, and then I gotta go pee. Yeah, and again, it's pretty quick. I swear, I have a smallest bladder because it's not actually that much. Okay. All right. Maximum pitch range. Okay. No worries, Mara. Hope your work goes well. Very good. One thing I'm noticing, Angelic, is your entries are very like punchy. Like we're going as opposed to. Do you hear the difference there? There's like a lot of
Yeah.
force going into yours, which I think is what was causing you issues before. So try to be nice and gentle throughout the entire thing. We don't need to be like pushing it out.
Okay.
If you feel like you're needing to like overcome the force of your lips, then there's too much pressure of your lips. They should be reasonably relaxed. Okay. All right. Up to the top for a pitch siren. Go faster than I did, because otherwise you run out of breath.
Oh, I lost it. Hang on.
It's okay. Okay. Can we do one? Can we try one higher than that?
Yeah.
Give me all
Yeah,
the way up
that's
there.
fine. Hang on. I lost it.
Okay.
I ran out of breath.
Yeah, that's what I thought happened. That's okay. So long as you get in the full siren, then I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Do try to always get the whole thing, but like, yeah, you were trying to figure that out, so it's fine, don't worry. Okay, and then pitch siren at the bottom. Nice, good. Okie dokie. So, how's stuff been going in terms of our size stuff? Because I know that's been a big struggle.
Yeah, I think I've been able to like switch in and out of it
Good.
decently well,
Okay.
but I think that when I practice most times and I come in the lesson and realize, oh wait, actually,
Could be going a bit further.
But-
But... Okay, that's fine.
yeah,
We'll
or
have, go on. Or
yeah, or it's just wrong completely,
what? That's fair
and
enough.
I've got like the
It's a-
wrong thought in my
it's a
head.
process. It's a process. Okie dokie. So, we'll have to do me a little recap on where things are at now. Just to check in on it because we haven't checked in on it in a while. And I wanted to check something with it. Can we recheck on weight real quick? So, as a reminder for the drill, we're doing that pitch trough. So we're dropping our pitch right down. Sorry, my brain right now. That's what I was doing with Myra. You can tell I'm lacking sleep. Pitch up to the up higher up, starting from a lower pitch with a heavier weight. So like, and then we're going to be sliding up. Or if we're starting in somewhere that's probably more familiar for you, and then we're going to be dragging that pitch upwards to help us lighten that weight. And then once we're at that lighter weight, bringing it back down again. Okay? So full drill is.
And then we'll try to maintain that same light and gentle sound as we're going into some talking.
Okay,
Ignore the little pops that were in my voice there.
how's it going?
Alright.
Oh.
Start heavier. Start heavier. I want a big like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hello,
Okay.
hi, hello. My name's Jasmine, hello. How are you?
Okay. Still not starting particularly heavy there. And I want to make sure we are looking at the right thing. We're getting to a good end point, but I want to make sure we're getting to that end point because we're like looking at the weight and doing that intentionally rather than just going to a voice. Let's see if we can get something a bit thicker, meatier to start with. Something like similar to where you start, where your unmodified is, and then thicker than that. Okay, so like if I go to my unmodified, it's something like this. So would be like a little bit thicker than that. So now I have a voice over here that's very, very different to that that I had earlier.
Okay.
Give it a go.
I think I just ruined that completely. It was like really
try
wrong.
it. You lost it at the end. You just went
Yeah.
super breathy. Try again. For Magica Girl 91 in chat, this is an important draw for you. Go ahead. I think.
Hi, how are you? This is me talking. Hello, hello. My name is
Okay.
Jasmine.
Okay. We did several things there.
I feel like I'm
Interesting.
doing it wrong.
Yeah, we're getting into a bit of a size change there, as well as a pitch change. Like, so that's not the pitch you normally speak at. So let that end point come all the way down to just a normal speaking pitch. And I want you to really focus in on that gentle or soft or light sound versus that starting thick, buzzy, rough sound, whatever word you want to use.
Yeah.
So listen, if I bring things over back here, you can hear in my voice right now, it's like very thick and meaty and like, you know?
Yeah.
If I then start bringing that up in pitch, as I'm going up in pitch, it's losing that muchness to it, that thickness, that weight. So start there and really listen for the change in your voice. Like listen to the weight.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you can start any heavier?
I can try.
There you go. Okay.
Hello.
Good,
Hi,
good.
how are you?
Okay. Do you hear that clear difference from your starting to your end? Yeah, that like versus the Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what we're
fine.
looking for. Okay, that was good. Okay, keep up a little bit of practice on that. Just keep yourself consistent there. Okay. We'll do one more actually, because I want to hear you talk afterwards, because that's what I wanted to check. So one more of those, and then yeah, tell me about busy, crazy couple of weeks. Tell me about it.
Oh, okay. So yesterday I met up with my friends and we dug up a time capsule from 2 years ago when we left high school, and it was really fun just to go out, the four of us again. So yeah, I had a really good time.
Okay. Interesting. I'll tell you my observation later.
Okay.
That was good though. That was really good with the weight. Well done. Excuse me. Okay, let's get back to size then. So we'll try our little size story to start us off, just to see where things are looking for that. So we'll start off with a unmodified voice. Nothing's changed. It's just our ordinary voice. And then from there, we're going to go for as big as we can go.
Always
old
makes
bear.
us yawn.
It always makes me yawn. I cannot do large size without yawning.
It makes me yawn as well sometimes.
So big old bear. Big bear is being a big bear. He's talking like a big bear.
Then we're going to go over to a like unmodified, what we've just been at, which could be like our smaller bear if we like. And then from there, we're going to go to our smaller voice where we're trying to go for a mouseier sound. Okay? And if you do that as a half step again, I'll make you do a baby mouse.
Okay.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Hello, I'm Big Bear. I catch
Let's go, Big
all the
Bear.
fish. Hello. And I'm the cub. I eat all the fish, living the dream.
Yeah.
No bullying to the cub at all.
Uh-huh.
And then this is the mouse. Hi, hello. I'm just trying to avoid
Okay.
everything. And trying not to get eaten.
Interesting. Okay. Where we went there, we didn't really get much smaller. What we went is like, we had a reduction of weight. Let's see if we can keep. Okay, let's try to strip your ability to do that. We'll do. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Sorry.
That's okay.
Let's go. Okay. The story can still help in terms of thinking character voices to help guide you, but let's go for single notes for a moment. Okay. So I want
Okay.
a single note. We'll go for an F3 because that's nice and easy for most people. What we're going to do though is I'm going to switch it up a little bit. This might be quite tricky to do, okay? We had our lightweight though that we practiced earlier. We'll drill it first, that'll help you. Lightweight drill first, and then we're going to try to maintain that lighter weight as we go through size. This is going to be tricky during your what would be unmodified, because it's going to be basically light in that normal size, but it's in its totality it'll sound like this.
Okay, so I have a big bear character here.
Then I have a small bear that's enjoying the fish, but Big Bear is sorry, I have to remember what I sound like here. Big Bear that's finding his little bear enjoying Big Bear's food, and then from there we could go for a small mouse if it's nearby, if it's like trying to fend for his life, and all his bears are around him. Yeah, so we're trying to maintain that lightness as we go through all of them. So what I noticed is you went a little bit lighter and you changed your pitch a little bit when going to a mouse. So I want to strip your ability to do that. So we get that size change. Okay?
Okay.
And again, your note is F3, okay? Do your weight draw first and then get yourself in the right pitch. Because also we need to move pitch for the weight draw.
Yeah.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hang on, I'll start that again. That was
Yeah.
was rocky.
Good. Now get your note. Keeping that lightweight.
Hello, I'm Big Bear. I'm the Big Bear. I'm trying to catch all the fish. I try and do all the work. And then this is the little cub who's eating all the fish. And then this is the smaller
watch that pitch.
mouse.
That pitch has just gone up, hasn't it?
Yeah. This is the mouse who's trying to avoid everything. I'm trying
back
not to get
to-
eaten.
Small bear. Keeping the same pitch.
This is I'm the small bear.
Let's try going for a
and-
note to help you with that. Because there's a big pitch change there.
Yeah, no, I
You're
was
not
trying to
noticing
stick to F3, but it was losing it when I went back to the
Mhm.
cub.
it. Yeah, so
I'm
basically
gonna
what's
get-
happening there is the difference between your cub and your mouse is just a pitch change there. When we control for weight, because basically what happened before was it was just a weight and a pitch. If I control for weight, suddenly, little bear sounded like little mouse. So watch
Okay.
out for that. What we're looking for is how can we create that sound change with the pitch staying the same. So instead of doing our story, we can still think of the characters, but let's just do single notes, because that will help you to focus in on keeping it a single note.
Yeah.
Because obviously when we're talking, normal pitch patterns exist, and I don't want to like have you going monotonous for a moment. So what we'll do is drills again. So
that didn't start very heavy. And then we will find our pitch. Okay.
Is what I'm looking for. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Careful not going too breathy there. I'm noticing there's sometimes a little bit of conflation of breathy there. Okay.
Okay. I'll restart it.
Mhm. Good.
No, that's pitch.
So giant first. Careful not pitch change. Good. Can we go small? Okay, so here's where we're having our struggle.
I'll just
That-
go up and pitch.
Yeah, so that weird, first of all, I wanted to mention that weird voice thing we've been really struggling with in past lessons. It's not cropping up right now, which is very good to see.
When I was practicing, I didn't. So this is why I say that when I do practice and I think something, but then in the lesson it doesn't. I didn't think in my practicing that it was coming up, or obviously I was purposely trying not to.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's gone, but I don't want to jinx it now that I've said that.
I'm not. I was expecting to hear it, and I wasn't. The thing I was looking for when I wanted you to do a weight draw earlier was seeing, is it there during the weight draw, and like a tiny smidgen, but like not really, no. So good. What have you been doing in practice for that? You've done a really good job. Definitely keep that up. That's really, really, really good. That's like
Thanks.
that's super, super good.
Yeah,
because that's now bringing us.
I'm happy about that.
No, it's like seriously, that's really, really good. Like that's a huge progress step, and it's now bringing us to this very, very useful spot of if I isolate out pitch, if I isolate out weight, and you are isolating out that voice, we're now hitting that point where as we try to go smaller, because all of these things are isolated, that are where we've been making conflations, we're just doing the same thing, like it's the exact same sound, which is a good step to be at, because now we're at a point where we've stopped other things from coming in. So now if we play
You can
with that sound
focus.
while keeping that of everything else stopped, the only place you can go is size. You can only go small. Yeah, so we just got to guide you through it. Let's, being as we're feeling better with controlling that sound, or that tone that was coming in, and we're probably going to bounce back and forth between these and bounce back and forth between a few things to help you first discover that sound of smaller size. Let's try some, we'll go, these have been going R's, we'll go big cat, little cat, because it's a more similar vowel, just to not throw you off. So, we'll have that at free. Cat. Sorry. Cat. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead. Okay, a little bit of a voice coming in. A little bit of a voice coming in.
Yeah, that was. I did notice that one.
Okay. Two options. A, Do you think if we continue practicing this, you can work on controlling and you can be in charge of fixing that? Or should I set it as a homework where one of your homeworks can be continue playing with that and just have a little play with controlling the voice that comes in? Because obviously that's something that you figured out, so it's harder for me to guide you through it because it is a more like complex you thing. So which would you prefer to go for?
I mean, I can give it one more go, see
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
better. But if
See if
not,
we can control
then
it. If
set
not,
for
I'll go a
homework.
different angle. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we're getting a lot of that other thing. Tell you what, I'm going to leave that for you as a homework. Continue developing the control of that so that it doesn't come in when you do your whispered cats. Okay? Or
Yeah.
whatever's. Just to test it real quick, we'll probably get the same result, but we'll test it. Give me a whispered. We'll go for put. So like put something down.
So they're the same drill, just with put.
Yeah. Just in case.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hi,
not
how are
quite.
you?
We're getting a lot of that breathiness. We're getting a lot of the other thing coming in. Less than you
Yeah.
used to. Just to play for a second, do those puts again, but I want you to get smaller. We'll not worry about the phonation test right now. I want you to get as small as you can.
Okay.
Like really. Pat. A little bit smaller. Good. Okay, from there. Give me a phonation. Okay. Give me a phonation test. So exact same as you just did. Entering on an F3.
Okay.
Smaller. That's pretty high. We're in F2 right now.
I'm still very high.
You're still very high.
Yeah, very. Three.
You're at yeah,
I was at 220.
You're yeah. Oh, was it 220? I thought you were
On
starting
my
to
one
approach
was.
an F4. Maybe. We'll try again.
I thought, wow.
That's what I feel like that's where you were trying to get to.
It could be, to be honest.
So I feel like you were still trying to keep it as an F, but still change it, which makes sense. You'd go an octave higher. Okay, try again. F3. Do again. Get even smaller and make sure our phonation test is coming in halfway through. And try to avoid any breathiness in the voice. And
Yeah,
as
that
best
was
you
quite
can, try
breathy,
to
that one.
avoid the extra tone change. Ooh, pause. Sorry. Let me pause you. We're aiming for the word put. Make sure those largest ones are a put, because they were warping to a pot. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Instead of... Okay. Careful, we're moving to a pet now. Ooh. Okay. You, interestingly, you had the drop, but you had it early. You dropped to start your phonation test, like from the whisper. You went. Yeah. So let's try that again. Focus on that
Okay.
small. Focus on those whispers and keep them as. I really want you gunning for as small as you can get with those whispers, because we're just touching on as small as I want for whispers. Starting to. I want to get that flowing through at an F3. It's
Okay.
gonna, I guess, to prep you. I want you getting to a small enough size where you're expecting to have to go to a really high pitch, and then like maintain that level of smallness while forcing that F3. Okay.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Like get to that same smallness because when you're going super high pitch, it's nothing to do with the smallness. I don't want that to change. I just want that pitch to change. Keep it as small as you can possibly get it. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Are we still sticking with F3 then?
Yeah, we'll still stick with putt for now.
Okay. No, F3, sorry, not.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. F3. Sorry.
That's okay.
Smaller. Better. Get that as a clear putt instead of a pa. And a little bit smaller. Okay, there's your struggle there. Okay. When you're going smaller there, you're going into a pair, and then when I
Yeah.
fix you to a per, you go a little bit larger. So let's see if we can really like focus on getting that small per. Okay. You can have a little listen to mine to hear what a small per sounds like. Okay. As opposed to.
Okay.
What vowel is that? Do you hear that? Fix that pa.
Okay. I swear I'm not, but I probably am. I definitely.
If
Probably
you're not noticing it, then that's fine. I'll just keep pointing out for you. But try to really like listen to the vowel that you're saying.
am. Okay.
Or like you can go in steps. Like go a bit smaller, and then check in on your vowel, and then a bit smaller, check your vowel, a bit smaller, check your vowel as like a
Okay.
smaller
Yeah.
vowel, smaller vowel, smaller, and yeah, if that's helpful to you. Starting to get a pa. Okay. Deciding where to take you there. Okay, we're getting very much that voice coming in.
Yeah.
So-
I did notice it.
That's okay. All right, homework. I want you to practice what we were going over there. There's a lot of elements to it, which is going to make it nice and tricky for a time when practice is tricky. But hey ho, I'm giving you
That's
it anyway.
okay. We like it. We like a challenge. It's okay.
Hells yeah. So first of all, I want really consistent in that put.
Yeah.
Secondly, entering at that F3. And then thirdly, avoiding any of that extra element coming in. Excuse me. A big giveaway of it is when you're doing this extra tone that you sometimes do, you often go super breathy with it. Although when I taught you to remove that breathiness, you just end up removing the breathiness. So just, I guess, use it as a signpost, but
Oh.
fixing the breathiness on its own isn't necessarily going to fix it. But it can help you notice it. But it sounds like at home you have figured out ways to start practicing and fixing it. So that's okay. All right. So now we're going to switch back to the phonated version, or the fully phonated version. We'll keep our F3. And then we're going to go back to start off normal to large. Sorry. We'll go for put.
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 And keeping to F3, yeah?
Mhm.
Hang on, I need to find it. Put.
Slightly more,
Put.
Yeah.
Put. Put.
Careful. Is that a put or a pot?
Put.
That's a pot.
Put.
Put.
Put. Put.
Could we get larger?
Put.
Put.
Put. Put. That was bad.
It wasn't as bad. Try again.
Put. Put. Put.
Okay.
Put.
That's a different note. But that was,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was.
sounding okay until you did a different note. Okay.
Yeah.
Back and forth between the two now.
Put. Oh, hang on. Put. 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 I still think I'm saying it differently with
Yeah.
larger. Yeah.
So the reason you noticed it more that time is you also said it slightly differently in the smaller or normal. You then went into a
Getting
pat
twisted up.
and then went into a pot. So like you did both ends, which
Okay.
makes sense why you then were like, okay, that's a way more noticeable difference because it is a more noticeable
Yeah.
difference. Let's have a little go. Get to the largest, and then we're gonna do a little vowel progression. So we'll get to our
Put. Put. And then once we're here.
it just makes me yawn. And this is going to be a worst way. It's going to make me yawn tons. Okay, we're going to go for, once we're there,
Put. We're gonna go for I.
so it's ah, e, u, o, ah. But you're like sliding between them. You'll notice as you're sliding between them, you basically are going through all the vowel sounds.
Okay.
And they slide into one another in a way that makes sense. You kind of have to do it to know what I mean, but as you experience it, you'll be like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see how one leads to the other each time. Okay.
Okay, so start off large, yeah.
So just start off normal to large with the word put, and then after that, give me a vowel cycle.
Hang on. Put. Hang on. Put. 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 Put.
Vowel cycle. Okay.
Am I
strumming a
doing it
little bit.
right? Am I
Yeah.
going completely wrong?
So a, e, u, o. If you're returning back to R at the end.
Hang on.
Take breaths with me. Too. Sorry.
Yeah. Put. Put. Put.
Okay, struggled with the E a little bit there, which again makes sense because we're struggling to go for a larger sound with a smaller mouth size. Like we're struggling to avoid a mouth size conflation, which is then messing things up when you try to go smaller. So we'll continue trying to get it good while it's large, so that it's easier once you go smaller. Okay, all right, again. Put.
Put.
I want to hear those vowels really clearly.
Hang on. Put, 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 put,
Okay, not too bad. Messed up what the
Yeah.
cycle was, but it was sounding
Yeah.
fine.
I
You just-
completely
yeah.
just blanked it and forgot what it was.
Yeah,
which way.
it's fine. Play around with that. You'll realize in time that like there's a thing happening.
There's
as
a
you're doing
pattern.
that. Like there's a
Yeah.
pattern. Yeah. Because like ah leads to air, and then you're basically making like a smaller mouth size just to move from the air to an e, and then you're keeping that smaller mouth size as you go to an u. Yeah, don't worry about it. You'll literally like feel a pattern to it all. Yes, yawning does naturally bring along size of it. Maybe association between
Yeah.
yawning, large sizes, becomes symmetrical for you. Sorry. Yeah, it is what it is. When I go to large sizes, I yawn. Especially if they're lighter weight, because a lightweight large size is what yawning is. Yeah. Also, I haven't slept much. Okay, let's go for an ordinary. So remove all modifications. Just Let's practice that for a second. A to a.
A to e.
A to a. To e.
E. Oh, E. Yeah.
Then add u. And then to I'm adding an extra step to make it easier for you.
I think I've
Yeah.
got one.
That was working. It was to
Okay.
as in like put, as opposed to like u as in like boot. And then from there to r. Yeah. Okay. Struggled a little bit with there, but generally that's what it is. And that or leads very nicely into a, so you could continue a cycle because it's a cycle. So like you can see my mouth moving in a certain
Yeah.
now. Okay, all right. Coming towards the end. So I want you to practice as well large sizes with that vowel cycle, where the vowel cycle is really clear vowels and the size doesn't change as a result of it, okay? It's really stable size. That's going to help separate out this conflation that you have. All right, now let's try one last thing. We'll go for, keeping a pitch the same. Oh my gosh, hiccups, I hate it. Keeping a pitch the same. Normal to large, back to normal to small, with each of those having a vowel cycle. Okay?
So, sorry. Normal
okay.
to large to normal to small.
Yep. Vowel cycle each time. F3.
Okay.
All right.
And with the vowel. Thing, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll go with put for now, but you can change it up if you want.
Oh,
to,
put.
because like it didn't matter as much because we have that vowel cycle. So long as whatever word you use is the same each time.
Okay.
All right.
Hang on, let me find. Get voice
Take
tools
your
up. Put.
Better.
Put.
Get that vowel cycle.
With the large size.
Yeah. So where's my unmodified phrase? Put. I did that wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're practicing changing the vowel without changing the size at each step is the idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Put. 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 Put.
I-E-O. Sorry. Oh. Let me just type it.
Yeah, yeah. I think reading it or seeing it would be.
E. I'm trying to type in a way that is like makes sense when you read it.
Yeah.
E.
I was thinking about how to write on my phone for my notes, so I was like,
Like the way to do it would be use the phonetic alphabet, but like you don't know the phonetic alphabet, so like that's not going to help you. Okay. Try that.
put.
Can you go again, even smaller? Whatever character you're thinking of right now, what does its baby sound like if it did that? Make it sound babyish. Okay. That pitch.
But yeah, pitch.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to load you up with a whole bunch of homework, like I always do with you.
Okay.
So all of what I've said already, okay, with our
Notes are
big cat,
out.
little cats. Also, I want you to play around with what we've just done there. Have a little listen to. It's very subtle, so you might not notice it, but I noticed it. When you went through those, there was a bit of shrinking in your normal to small. It was only a little bit, but you did get a little bit smaller, which was really like I had a facial reaction. If you need to find it in the VOD, look for me having a facial reaction. You're like, oh.
Okay.
Like it gets a bit smaller. Then when I ask you to go baby, rather than going smaller, we go kind of breathy. Like we go like
Yeah.
instead of going for like what was after, so like that's the change you did. You went like so now we're kind of here as opposed to here. Very subtle difference, but do you hear it?
I think just.
Very
but
very subtle
it's
difference.
very subtle, yeah.
And then instead of going smaller, you instead went like yeah. I mean you went This is kind of how you do your baby voice. You kind of go like breathy with it. You go breathy, slightly raspy. So watch out for that. Babies don't sound like this. This isn't how babies sound. Babies sound like this, where they're really, really small. Yeah?
Yeah.
Or like small children, like toddlers. Toddlers sound like this, where they're really, really small. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, alright. Yeah, play around with your ideas as characters in terms of like what does this sound like to you? It doesn't have to be a baby. Whatever this sounds like to you, this is the sort of sound we're going for, where it's really, really small. Yeah. Use that as your like whatever
Okay.
character that is to you. Boo-ba-doo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. Yeah, play with both. Because we're getting pretty small in those whispers. So like you can also use those to help teach you, like, what does it sound like when a very, very small is whispering? That's what you're doing in the big cat, little cat. So if it's no longer whispering, what does it then sound like? And that could help you as well. Like, if I'm really, really small, what do we think I probably sound like when I whisper? Have a little think about it, and then I'll show you. What does this sound like when it's whispering? Hopefully, this voice when it's whispering sounds something like this. When nothing's changed, we just move to a whisper. And then if this voice is no longer whispering, it sounds like this again. It's the same small voice. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, that could help you as well. Playing around with like what would a very small voice sound like, both whispering and not whispering, to help you translate the two into each other. Okay, all right. Any questions?
No, that should be good.
No worries,
I've
no worries.
wrote down some notes, and I'll definitely try to practice a lot more in the mornings before work.
Yeah, sorry. Shit ton of homework for that on a time when homework is difficult
No,
for you, but
that's
just do your best.
okay. It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, fab. Okay, 2 weeks time as usual.
Yeah.
If you need some extra time, you can have some extra time as well.
Well, because I start college next Tuesday, I have no idea of my rota. So at the
Okay.
moment, I can do the Wednesday, but I don't know. I can't 100% say yes.
Okay, tell you what, I'll put you in for the 10th, which would be 2 weeks time for now. But when you get your
Yeah.
rota, send me a message if that doesn't work, and we'll move you around.
Mhm.
Okay.
And that's at 2 again, yeah.
Yeah, 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Fab. Alrighty then. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming today, Angelic.
Oh, thank you. I hope you get some better
yeah.
sleep tonight.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I for sure hope so, because I'm working like 9 till 8 or something. So,
Oh.
yeah. All right, I'll throw you down into the audience. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, so questions from the chat in terms of everything we're doing. Magica Girl, are you still here? Because I did want to, now that we have the opportunity, because that is our last lesson, to talk about what you've been engaging with. So the last thing Magica Girl started typing, once we were already into Angelic's lesson, was she's saying that some of the labs we've been watching online aren't consistent. You don't think getting your voice into your nose is a key to get a more feminine sounding voice? Yeah, I definitely wouldn't say moving your like. First of all, what does moving your voice into your nose mean? Like, that's not what your voice is a sound. Like, what do we mean by moving a sound into our nose? It doesn't mean anything. Your voice is produced, like literally the production of your sound happens here. It always happens here. You can't move it. That's like saying, like, can I move my finger into my toe? Well, no, it's my finger. It's here. That's where the fingers are. So yeah, your sound production, the organs that make sound, are in your throat, and they can't end up anywhere else. If we're talking about directing the airflow into your nose, that would produce nasality. Nasality sounds like this. Think villager from Minecraft.
Huh. So if I'm kind of talking like this, this is me having a whole bunch of nasality. You can hear all the nose rushing out of my nose.
Sorry, all the noise rushing, all the air rushing out of my nose. If I put get a tissue because that's nice and light, and I just have it over my nose.
Huh. You can see.
God, it's so hard to talk while maintaining nasality. You also, you can't actually talk properly while maintaining nasality because your vowels are produced and a lot of your consonants are produced using the oral space. So when we're redirecting all of that to the nose, in theory, you can barely make any sounds or any words. So you end up like bouncing between the two.
Huh. Okay, so if I'm kind of maintaining this, you can see that my that tissue, as I'm talking,
is moving around a whole bunch. First of all, nasality is really hard to talk through and like maintain. So and secondly, it doesn't sound feminine. It sounds more like a trombone sound, I guess. Like if you do a trombone sound, like oh, I'm kind of talking like this. That's all nasal stuff. And you can like feel the air rushing through your nose. That's all what nasality is. There's also the idea of hyponasality, so no nasality, the opposite, where we completely block off the nasal passage. That will have a kind of stuffed nose sound. So if I kind of sound very stuffed nose, and I sound like I'm kind of ill, this is that kind of, hyponasality. There's no air coming out my nose at all, and I sound like my nose is kind of blocked. It sounds kind of similar to this because, again, I've blocked my nose. There'll be a slight difference always because it's blocking there versus blocking right at the back. But yeah, that stuffed nose sound is hyponasality. Neither of those are feminine sounds, or specifically feminine sounds. Like women get blocked noses sometimes, so like it's not a not feminine sound. Also, men get blocked noses sometimes. It's not a gendered thing. Nasality is just nasality. Obviously, nobody has it to that insane degree. That's just to demonstrate them clearly. But nasality has nothing to do with gendering of your voice. Or if we're literally talking, moving your voice into your nose, what are we even meaning? Your voice is what? what does that mean? Like your voice is air, or vibrating air. Like, are we talking about vibrating it in your nose? Like that's not what your nose does. Or guessing Magic Girl wasn't able to sell for the whole lesson because I haven't heard any, or they don't seem to be typing anything. But hopefully that is useful to people listening in. You hear a lot of kind of bullshit online, unfortunately, when it comes to voice. And I'm guessing this has come from Seattle Voice Labs because I hear them talking a lot about, and so I'll recap on Magic Girl's messages because that kind of highlights why I'm suspecting this has come from Seattle Voice Labs. But we started off with, she said, if it helps for her personally, she's found that getting kind of near like Valley Girl kind of gives that nasally feel in your nose. So immediately I'm like, why are we getting a nasally feel in our nose? Why is that necessary? Also, Valley Girl is an accent. It's an unrelated thing. And then still haven't found the key to get the breathiness out of a voice. We shouldn't be intentionally getting breathiness into a voice. But I know that Seattle Voice Labs teaches that. Seattle Voice Labs, the way they teach weight, is go breathy and then take the breathiness out of breathiness, which doesn't make sense. With the idea of it being, they want you to then go light. In my opinion, you're producing a conflation and then trying to fix that conflation. Like, why would you do that? Just go immediately not that, and you'd be doing better. So I think a lot of the nasality stuff and breathiness stuff has probably come from Seattle Voice Labs. I know they teach things to do with like size being like placing the resonance somewhere, which that's not even the correct way to use the word resonance. You don't place resonance. Resonance is just the like air resonating through something. Like it's just not how you use the word resonance in a sentence. It's not like this is the resonance. You can't point to resonance. It's a feature. It's like saying placing the color. Like you can't place the concept of color. Like what does that mean? So just watch out for those sorts of things. If people tell you to place resonance somewhere, or like frontal resonance is something I get here talked about a lot. What do we mean by frontal resonance? That's never specified. My best guess is they're talking about something to do with oral space. We shouldn't be fucking with your oral space. You need that for talking. Just watch out for stuff like that. A good way to always like a smell test for bullshit is just ask like what is the actual like mechanics of all this, like what's the anatomy stuff, and if they can't answer that, that's a problem. And like I don't mean for like niche like tone mods and stuff. Like not all of those are even fully understood. Like we don't really we have some decent idea of what twang is, but that's not fully understood how humans even produce that sound. Not fully. But like if it's the core stuff you're teaching, like size and weight, you should know you should know the anatomy underlying that. And now is a bit more known. So yeah. Yeah, any questions from any of the chat, any of the Discord? Again, it won't be a super long stream today. Sorry about that, because I have to go speak to a man about a car, because I'm having to replace my car. Because mine is like desperate to be replaced. That reminds me, I need to check exactly when I need to set off from the house while you guys are typing. Check the address I'm meant to go to. Yeah, any questions from you guys about anything voice? Car? Yes, car. It's just a shitty like 500 quid car from Facebook Marketplace. Like, and I need it to last like 6 months or so before I get an actual something. I just can't afford to get like a proper van yet and do the van conversion I want to do. But I need to replace my car by the 1st of September, because that's when my tax runs out on the current car, and there's no point in getting it MOT'd to then get it taxed, because it's inevitably going to fail the MOT because it needs a bunch of repairs, and it's going to be more expensive than would be buying a replacement vehicle. So there's just no point in the slightest. Okay, while I look at exactly what I need to leave you all, you can ask any questions you have, or if you have any questions about the lesson, you can ask any of those, or the 2 lessons we just had. Okie dokie. Okay, it's a half-an-hour drive, so I need to be finishing up pretty soon. If you have thoughts during the week in between lessons, am I doing the right thing by putting those thoughts down in the ticket? We originally used to communicate with time of the lesson. Yeah. Any communications that you have. So if you're a current student of mine, any communications you want to have with me, just stick them in your ticket to do with your learning. Yeah, absolutely Friday. You'll sometimes have to, like I've seen that you have dropped a message and I haven't gone through it yet. Sometimes you'll need to have some patience with me for when I get to it. But yeah, it's totally fine. That's an exactly correct approach. Any other voice questions from anybody? Take the opportunity. You have your coach willing to teach you for free. Are there any community announcements and stuff I should be making right now? Yes, we don't have another thing this week, but next week we will have we have one of my old students gotten back in touch because they're needing some more lessons, so you'll get to meet one of them. You'll get to meet her. That'll be Monday 2 p.m. my time, so BST, so check out that public lesson. Wow, that is a busy ass day. And then more on Wednesday for our usual Mara Wednesday. All right, well, if there's no questions from anybody, then I will finish up there and I'll start getting ready to go buy a car. Or at least go look at a car and decide if I'm going to buy it. I hope it's good, because I got if it's not good and I shouldn't be buying it, then I have days to find a car, which is a situation. But hey ho. All right. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate your faces. And yeah, have a lovely rest of your week. Yeah, see you all next week. All right. Have a good one, everyone. Bye. I have to do this one at a time. Bye-bye, Discord. And bye bye to the YouTube. All right. Bye, Rody. Thank you for coming.